Milos, what are your thoughts here? What's your honest feelings on this young man?
Absolute tank.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. Let's start this video with the winning Mr. Olympia Lunsford. So he got a little under the weather a while ago. So that was a little setback that he had going into the 2024 season. Everything is all well and good now. And the good thing is we still have more than 6 months left till this year's Mr. Olympia. And Derek is ramping things up already. One of the reasons is we have Pittsburgh Pro guest posing coming up in about 6 weeks time. And this is where everything started for him about 2 years back. The back development that he displayed last year, specifically the back double biceps, that was one of the greatest of all time that we have ever seen in the men's open bodybuilding stage. Not just in the current era, but in any era of bodybuilding for that matter. And I'm sure he's gonna make sure that he creates more of a distance between him and all the other guys that are chasing him. And even if we take a look at his recent update, there is so much mass and so much density shown here in his recent YouTube video. So he is 6 months out of the show, and he is in a great off-season condition. All these guys are staying so regimented this time. Derek, Hadi, Nick, Hunter Labrada, Samson, Dauda, and Reject, they are all showcasing incredible off-season conditioning. And I am just speculating here, but I'm sure Derek this year will be a few pounds heavier compared to 2023. Because this is only his second year as a men's open bodybuilder. And he needs more quads, more chest, more biceps. So of course he is gonna be a few pounds heavier. So this question comes up so many times. Why he was awarded Mr. Olympia title last year, despite having some major criticism about not having good enough chest or shoulder separations, and on his biceps as well. Well, the answer is very simple. The judges saw great improvements on his side leg, and those two shots, the side chest and side triceps, he was able to flip those poses last year. And if you guys remember, he lost both these shots to Hadi Choopan in 2022. And those improvements in his side leg were the reason the judges gave him these poses over Hadi. So he's gonna be untouchable from the back, we all know that. But I think Hadi is probably gonna take the back lat spread shot. So it is gonna be another close fight. It isn't a done deal. It is gonna be another dogfight this year. And Derek Lunsford knows that he needs to bring his A game. He needs to be better than last year if he wants to retain the title. And we will get to see a glimpse of what's to come in October, just in 6 weeks time at Pittsburgh Pro, as he is gonna be the leader of the pack there. So this story posted by Rubiel aka Neckzilla, this pretty much confirms that there is absolutely zero chance he is doing this upcoming New York Pro. Which is kind of a shame, because we all wanted to see Nick Walker and Rubiel go toe-to-toe with each other. And yes, I know Nick Walker is in a league of his own, but the battle between these two guys would have been so interesting. Because both of these guys are absolute freaks of nature, and people love to see these freaks on the stage. And this could have been a real treat for the bodybuilding fans. So now there is another rumor regarding Rubiel's next show, what competition he's gonna do next. And this came from Milos Sarcev, who talked about it on the HD Muscle podcast. So Dubai Pro is what Rubiel is aiming for.
He's gonna do the Dubai.
Who does?
Who?
Neckzilla.
Oh, really?
You know what?
So what's up with that guy? Is he? Every time I hear he's like not dieting, he's not training. Is he actually preparing for something? What's up?
Yeah, supposedly for Dubai show, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Which is completely realistic, especially in terms of timeline. We still have about 4 months left till this year's Dubai Pro. So that is plenty of time for Rubiel to make some improvements, improve his physique, particularly his shoulders so that he can enhance his V-taper. Plus this also gives him ample amount of time to bring high level of conditioning, and maybe get more separation in his quads. Now,
Absolute tank. So much
Yes.
thickness, so much cartoonish size and all that stuff. All he needs is to take, so close attention for a V-taper.
Dude, his back
He
is good,
cannot
too.
drop the shoulders, relax, and be straight up and down.
nonetheless, even if Rubiel is doing this show, he must have a backup plan. Because if he is doing Dubai, the chances of him winning this show are kinda slim. Because this is gonna be a star-studded lineup. And the reason is that prize money. 100 grand is a lot of money for almost all of these guys to miss out on. So Andrew Jack is going for that big payday. And he's gonna be so fresh, and we have all seen how much Andrew can improve, even without an off-season, even between one show to the next. And this is the first time he is going for a proper off-season. So we are all expecting some major improvements in his physique. And not to forget, he is a top 5 Olympian. So Rubiel ain't beating this guy. But again, we saw Rubiel in Prague at his pro debut. And as young as he is, I'm sure he's also gonna improve. He's making improvements right now. Now that being said, he does need to regain some of his lost hype, because he has been kind of irrelevant since Prague Pro. And the reason is, first he was supposed to do the Arnold Classic Tour, both Arnold Ohio and Arnold UK, and then he was supposed to do the New York Pro, and he has skipped out of both of these shows. So he needs to regain some of his mojo back. I have to mention Fabian Sylvian here, or otherwise known as Fabian Rubiel. The man is looking absolutely mind-blowing right now, 6 days out of his Classic Physique Pro debut. So we do not exactly know how many more pounds he needs to drop to make the weight cutoff, because right now he looks absolutely ripped and dry, and if he has to drop more weight from here onwards, he's gonna be losing nothing but muscle. So I don't see any big names doing Charlotte Cup, which is gonna be happening this upcoming weekend. So Fabioni might be able to win his first Classic Physique Pro show, and also get his Olympia qualification in his first attempt. Now, the thing is, unless he makes some big improvements in his back, he's gonna struggle at the bigger shows. The good thing is, he is shredded like anything. You can see the lower back fibers, the Christmas tree, everything looks dialed in. So a huge thanks to the IFB Pro League for increasing this weight limit in Classic Physique, as we will get to see more talents in Classic Physique category. And matter of the fact is, Fabian will have a much better chance in his small division, because if he stayed in the open class, that could have taken him so many years to be able to put on enough amount of mass to be kind of irrelevant in that division, let alone competitive. So let's just hope that he can maintain all his fullness while he diets down, while he drops the water. And this is just my observation, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but those arms might be one of the best in Classic Physique category. Do let me know what you guys think. Lastly, we have a very freaky update of Tim Budisham, about 7 weeks out of this year's New York Pro. So he's gonna be representing Germany here in this competition. And we have seen some great bodybuilders from Germany in the last 2 decades. Dennis Wolf, Gunther Schulkamp, Dennis James, Marcus Rule. All of these guys have placed top 5 at the Olympia, at least at one point in their careers. So Dennis Wolf, I have to say, had the best Olympia record out of all these names. So Tim Budisham is someone who has been representing Germany for quite some years now, but so far he hasn't seen much success. But don't get me wrong, he is getting better every year, but still failing a few steps short of his ultimate goal, and that is winning his first pro show and get the Olympia qualification, get to that grand stage. And I have to say, he isn't winning the New York Pro, especially with Nick Walker in there, who is coming back to make a statement. And even if Nick Walker wasn't in this show, the chances of him winning this show were kinda slim. So again, if we talk about his recent update, he does look huge right now. He's looking pretty massive, and he has to play to his strengths. Because the thing is, he isn't one of those guys who have a pretty looking physique, or have an aesthetic looking physique. And he isn't the biggest guy out there either. So he has to bring top-notch conditioning, and he has to peak 100% right. He cannot miss out on anything. He needs to be dry, shredded, and full at the same time. Plus, as shredded as he was last year in some of the shows that he did, he still needs a lot more work on his back to potentially win a show and qualify for the Olympia. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.